everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Motorsport Manager with the Phoenix Knights Racing Team. In the last session we didn't do too well. We double no points finish. We completely forgot to do our car setup. The new patch hit and I was overwhelmed by all the new features and kind of threw me off my game. Hopefully today it will be business as normal. To start things off, it appears as if the chassis star situation has been sorted, so that's a good thing. Now, I am going to Portugal for 4 days on Friday. You'll be seeing this on Thursday, so yeah, so Friday tomorrow, effectively. I'll be off to Portugal on a stag do for 4 days, so I won't be back till Tuesday. So I'm just trying to record a little bit of a backlog, if you will, a couple of extra videos to schedule while I'm away. So this is going to be, well, I'm going to sit down and record 2 sessions, so I'm not really going to be dithering about today. There's going to be no meet the teams, no messing about. We're just going to crack straight on, because I've got a lot of things to do, bags to pack and all that kind of jazz. So we're going to proceed at a reasonable pace, which is difficult in this game. I kind of forgot what we did last time because it was about a week ago. Yeah, we were designing a new part. We've just finished the race, and I think we need to get the car repaired. So that's the first thing to do. Thank you very much. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Car repair finished. This car won't be ready until after the next race, so we're stuck with the parts that we've got. And what are we doing with those parts? Let's have a wee look, shall we? Let's have a wee look-see. What are we doing with the parts? Are we going to fit the parts to start with? I think we better fit them. We got a new engine, 2 new engines, and a new gearbox. Right, so Sundin has the best engine, which means that we were going to give Surikov the best gearbox. So if we do that... Alright. Tondela is crucial for gearbox and front wing, with engine useful. Right. We don't have a lot of time, so we're going to have to focus our reliability on gearbox, certainly. I think we'll leave Sundin's gearbox. I think her gearbox, 70% is reasonable. Front wings, 58 and 59. And engines were down as useful, so I'll just top that up slightly. See how that goes. And don't forget to bunce that up there like that. We have some sponsors. We have 3 offers available for slot 2. We've lost our 5-star, so we're going to have to go for the upfront payment here. Bebelitas. Never heard of them. I think they might have introduced a few new sponsors and stuff in the last update. Because I don't recall seeing these people. It's not a bad offer. Keeps the bank balance topped up. We'll wait for we wait for 3 offers for that slot 3 sponsorship deal. So, wait a minute. Surikov's up to something. Surikov is up to something. What has he done now? Oh, are you joking? Are you joking me? He's been the victim of a burglary. Smashed open a window and made off with goods and trophies and memorabilia worth over £100,000. He's devastated. He's losing 1 point in every stat. He even took his first pair of driving gloves. This man has suffered all kinds of travesties since he's arrived at the Phoenix Knights Racing Team. He's been caught embezzling. He's now been subject of a burglary. He's still feeling blue. What is wrong with you, man? It's been nothing but damn calamity after calamity since you joined. Good grief. Get a grip, Surikov. Right, I've got 3 sponsors here. Ooh. Well, we ain't going to get first place or second place. We're not going to select that sponsorship deal, so we're going to go for the biggest upfront payment, which is actually this one. It does last for 6 races though. You know what? No, we'll go for the slightly lower offer, but for the less races, so that we can get the next sponsorship deal as quickly as possible. So we'll go for that one. Lovely. Okay, checking the car. And it seems to have fixed the situation with the chassis, I believe. Because our chassis was right the way up there last time, so this is where it roughly was before, from the video that I watched before the patch got released. So yeah, this has been rectified, which is good. Yeah, let's have a look at the reliability situation. See, the engine's gone up to 63. They're up to 63. What I'm going to do is actually just leave everything else now and just get these up to 70 if we can. And then spend the last 3 days just focusing purely on the gearbox, because this needs a massive boost. Our rear wing is very low. Struggling to get the reliability up. The races are coming just so thick and fast. I'll do a couple of days. Oh, birthday, Siriko's birthday. If we don't throw him a party, it'll probably tip him over the edge. He'll probably have a nervous breakdown after all that's happened. We better throw him a damn big party here. Big birthday party. Raise his spirits. He needs it. Alright. So now I'm just going to focus purely on the gearbox. Boost that up as much as we can. Still keeping my eye out for Valdez. He's probably somebody said he's more likely a reserve driver somewhere. I wonder if we could scout him by name. S for Sergio, right? Sergio. Well, he's always listed as one of my favourite drivers. I didn't realise. He is at Boa Esperança as a reserve driver. Who are they? Boa Esperança are in the Asia Pacific Super Cup, and they are in 6th position. Okay, there he is. Look, little old Valdez, reserve driver. Still has that ridiculous hairstyle. Thoughts on what? Potential removal of Dubai? I couldn't really give a cahoot. Thank you very much. I've got bigger things to worry about than your stupid votes to remove tracks. Right, 64% with a day to go. That's workable. That's workable. HQ is getting its upgrades very shortly. 6 days until the wind tunnel, and a further 5 weeks for the test track, which is it's just not coming quick enough. It has to be said. The cash situation is looking pretty healthy. We're close to 40 million. I'm beginning to wonder now and think that we should more than likely go for the upgrade to the factory. Those extra part improvement slots would be really, really handy for us, especially when it comes to fixing the reliability as quickly as possible. As you're seeing now, we are struggling to get the reliability up quick enough. So you know what? It's going to take us down to about 24 million. That's definitely workable. So we're going to do it. We're going to upgrade our factory to level 3. Bring it on. Slight discount, of course, due to our financial background. And there you have it. How many weeks? Too long, basically. Far too long. 30 weeks. Long time to wait. But it'll be there. It'll be ready for next season. It'll be ready and we will be rocking and rolling. I'm telling you now. Okay, so here we are. It's race weekend. It's track A, Tondela. Sunny, sunny, sunny. How fitting. Didn't I just say I'm going to Portugal in a couple of days' time? We're racing in Portugal right now, and I'm playing as the Portuguese in the stainless steel campaign. Oh, We're all Portugal all of a sudden. Right, 7th or above, certainly. Seems a reasonable offer. This is what we've got to be careful of. Tyre wear is high, and we suffered with tyre wear in the last race, and tyre wear was only medium in China. 20 laps, so it's roughly 6 laps a stint, 6 or 7 laps a stint. So we're going to have to just be a bit more wary with our tyre selection. We're still going to go for mostly soft tyres with a few mediums, but I think we're going to put in two sets of hards, just in case, like the last race, the hard tyre is a viable option. We have to have a couple of sets of those ready to go. So I think that's probably going to be how we set our tyres up going forward from here. Parts fit, everything done. See you in qualifying. And yes, I will be manually doing it after the last time. So another practice session is done, and it was a rather interesting session because a lot of the cars, once again, practicing on the hardest compound tyre, which means they're more than likely going to be feasible as a strategy for the race. When we were doing our practice laps, the soft tyres and even the medium tyres, they burned away very, very quickly. We've done no practicing on the hard tyre, so we'll see what happens, but not looking good, it has to be said. Not looking good. Okay, so we got qualifying trim, soft tyres. The car setups, done and dusted. Can't afford to do any weight stripping, don't have the reliability for it. So it's just dive straight into qualifying. And hope we can qualify better than we did when we tried to do it automatically. It's going to be a dry track. Dry session, which means we can get 2 solid runs in. So we'll just try and find a nice gap both times to put our drivers into. Let everybody do their first their first run and get it out of the way, and then hopefully there'll be a bit of a lull. Around about 8 minutes to go. There'll be a So all the cars are doing their outlaps will come out. There we go, got some people doing their hot laps. Very good. Okay, some people doing their out laps. A lot of people now on their hot laps. A lot of people on their hot laps. A lot of people on their hot laps. And now people on their in laps. A lot of people on their in laps. A lot of people coming into their in laps. Just wait for these back end people to come round. There we go. There we go. In laps, in laps, in laps, in laps, in laps, in laps. And now everybody should be coming in. And we can now go out, find a nice gap, and off we tootle. Right then, so qualifying on the softest compound. Whoa, 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 chill out, chill out. Qualifying on the softest compound. Automatically defaulted now to automatic temperature optimization. So I don't know who came out just behind Sundin, but somebody did. Why is this stand over the standings? There we go. Lundqvist. Cars are coming back out again pretty much straight away, which isn't good because it means that there may just be a car that comes out right in front of us. They're filtering out for their second runs here. They're filtering out for their second runs. We don't want anybody in our way. We might be okay. Sundin on the hot lap. She's fine. There's nobody in front of her. Let's have a look at Sirikov. How's he positioned? Perfect, perfect, lovely. So there's no excuses now. The track is rubbered in. They're in clear air. There's no excuses. 1.1 seconds slower for Sundin. Sirikov is a little bit faster. 1.9 seconds down in the second sector for Sundin. Sirikov is a little bit faster. They're setting almost identical times in both practice and the race. These two are going to have a ding-dong battle all season. Sundin qualifies in 16th position, crossing the line. Sirikov in 14th. Already Sundin has dropped to 17th. We're going to bring him in, put him on fresh boots, and hope we can get him out for a second qualifying lap. ASAP. They should be alright to make it. Okay, so maybe the auto qualifying wasn't as bad as I thought, because where did we come? Did we get like 15th and 16th or something? I'll have to watch it back, but looks like when we manually qualify we're in the kind of in the same situation. Maybe our car's just not good enough, and as I feared, as the season progresses, our opponents are just going to win the development race with their superior headquarters. We're going to find it a struggle. Right, straight back out we go. Not to mention I don't know how much that new realism setting that I've turned on affects how they set their cars up and things for qualifying. It could have made the game a dance that more difficult, which is not a bad thing. Anyway, Sundin is off straight back out. Strike while the iron is very much hot. Likewise. Sirikov not messing around, he's going straight back out. And let's just hope we can improve on our time, because 17th and 18th is by far our worst qualifying session thus far this season. And it's very, very ominous. If we qualify this low down in this particular race, then I will assume that auto qualifying wasn't as bad as I thought last time, and it is down to the cars rather than actually the auto qualifying, and I will resort back to my original plan, which was to auto qualify in situations like this where it's bone dry, and manually qualify if there's variable weather conditions that may help us to qualify higher up the track. Right, here we go. It's the second and final stint for Sundin. She's in clear air again. Sirikov, he's in plenty of space, so they've got great qualifying track position today. There's no excuses for any slowness. A little bit faster for Sundin, but not much up on her previous time. Sirikov, look at that, 2,000 slower. She's a little bit quicker in the second sector, 1.8. Sirikov, a little bit slower. It's the final sector now as Sundin crosses the line. Is she going to improve? No, 17, 18. Sirikov coming across the line. Is he going to improve? He moves up one position to 16th place. Well, that's tough. That's mega tough. The cars were set up 96 and 97%. The tyres for qualifying are maximum. The drivers got their clear track. There's nothing else we could have done there. For all intents and purposes, that was almost like the perfect qualifying session in terms of our setups, in terms of our track positioning. The only thing it is the car's not good enough, and that's not to be too disheartened about. We've just joined this higher tier racing. We got some points early on in the season, which will stand us in good stead going forward. We're just going to have to develop the car as quickly as possible, which is our focus. develop our car with a focus on next season. Oh, it was the 3-season plan. This is only the first season, so there's plenty of time for us to get ourselves sorted. Right, I do not know what tyres are going to be the best strategy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the setup this time before I completely and utterly forget. Right, we're looking at 7-lap stints. So let's have a look at the tyre choices. Yeah, it's medium. Maybe even with a hard stint thrown in there for good measure. It certainly is a medium tyre. And I wonder if the patch has done this, because before the patch came out, you could always do the race with at least a couple of stints on the softest compound. I just think I think the tyre wears have just been adjusted slightly. Never before have we ever experienced having to use the harder compound as part of a viable race strategy. So we're going on the medium tyre with Sundin. And we are going to put her in for 6 laps of fuel. Well, no, 7, sorry, and bring her in lap 6 for the first stint. Slightly shorter. Well, technically speaking, Sirikov can go longer because he's got a better smoothness, although he is 1 smoothness down due to his burglary, but that's not really affecting him. He might be able to squeeze a soft compound stint in there at some point. Maybe not the first stint. We'll maybe do a longer first stint, but the second stint, try and see if we can squeeze a soft tyre compound in the middle sector, middle stint, and see if we can get a bit of pace in there somehow. Medium tyre, we're going to fill him up with his fuel tank. Yeah. Pushing on the first lap. So it's the medium tyres that we're mainly using. Race trim. We could even, that's even viable for Sundin. If he's going to struggle to get these medium tyres to last, this could be a viable strategy. Going for the medium tyres, wearing more slowly. I do think 10% performance is probably better in the long run. Right. Yeah, barring any minor miracles, we're going to struggle here to get any points, but we're going to try our best. Pounce on any mistakes. Let's go. So Becker for Steinman on pole position, Wexler, Scuderia, Rossini in second. Where the hell? There we go. Veracruz third, Holtz fourth. We've got Chapman in the Panther fifth. Kitano, there they are again, sixth. Sylvander seventh. De Wolf in the second Kitano is eighth. And you've got Windsor 9 and 10. It's the same cars in the top 10 pretty much all the time. Hey, look at Thornton. They're the worst car on the grid. 13th. Will they finish there, though? That's the question. Right, let's follow Sirikov. He's the car that's ahead at the moment. The lights are out, and it's go, go, go. A sluggish start for Sundin. Sirikov, kind of an average start. Lola locking up, and cars are going wide here, and oh my god! I think Sundin got caught up in it. She got dragged into the situation, held up. She's in 18th. Sirikov up a couple of places into 14th place. A good start for Sirikov. And he's passing another car, is he? Is he? He's passing another 2. He's up into 12th. Go on, Sirikov. As soon as we throw those soft tyres on, we'll be laughing. All of the top 7 are on the soft compound tyre. As Sirikov concedes a position, but for how long? He's back up the inside. He's fighting back. In fact, he's moving forward. He's up into 11th. I thought he was feeling blue. I thought he was feeling depressed after being burgled. He's fighting hard. We've got to give him his dues. Right, we're going to now switch it down into medium. Got to be careful of the tyre wear, got to be careful of the tyre temps. Got to make these tyres last as long as possible. All the cars behind us are still pushing hard. We're just going to manage our own race, manage our own tyres. You never know, they may run out of fuel, their tyres may be shot to bits at some point. We just got to play our game, play to our strategy, not worry about anybody else. Surikov, he's looking to pass Lippanen, he's looking, how's it going? No, it's Gonzalez, sorry. Stalking. He's had a good race so far. It is only early days, of course, but 13th. It just opens up the possibility of a point or two. And Sundin's still there. Yes, she's in 19th, but she's literally just on the coattails. She's not a million miles away, and she's got opportunity to leapfrog a few in the pits. As long as we can just stay in touching distance. And now Surikov is just falling back a little bit into the clutches of the cars. Oh, look at that, he's just been passed. Passed like he was stationary. Even Thornton. What are they doing? They're pushing. Everybody's pushing. Everybody's pushing. And even Sunday's gone past him. That's not a good time. They're on the harder tyre, which is why they can probably afford to push. Because they've got a few extra laps in their tyre. Another reason why we can't push massively is that the car condition isn't really... We're going to go and turn it up a little bit. Maybe for a lap or two. Whoa, wait a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And there he goes again. So Sundin has somehow clawed her way up into 16th position. Surikov now, after his great start, in 17th. I think Sundin has one more lap after this before her tyres are going to give out. And I'm even contemplating bringing her in now because they're going to be red very quickly. She's coming round. They're already at 31. They go off round about at 25%. She's only done 5 laps. We're going to make her do a hard compound middle stint here. Do as many laps as you can. This is tough, tough, tough. Surikov, of course, has got a bit more to play with. Sundin coming in for her pit. And have as quick an outlap as possible. So Surikov, if we... Just trying to think now. I think with him... Might as well just push now. Because I don't think he's going to get another lap in after this one. So we bring him in now. We'll try him on his soft stint. Soft stint here. We'll go 6 laps. So Sunday now in 19th position, all on a lonesome. Driving around like it's a Sunday drive. Surikov, here he is. Going to turn her down now. Surikov in 18th. Just out ahead of Sundin. So roughly in the same position, although Surikov is on a compound of tyre that's 2 softer than what Sundin's on. Get a little bit of heat into them. And then just turn them down. Right, pretty much everybody's... Well, actually, no, not everybody's had their stops yet, so let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. We're not out of this just yet, and somebody's fixing parts here as well, so we're not out of this just yet. We're still in with a chance, still in with a sniff of points. Surikov up to 14th place. Sundin just caught behind. We've got to lock up the tyres there. So Surikov now is the only man on the track on the soft tyres. Gonna make it count. Car conditions not looking too bad. So as long as we don't push the car too hard, we should make it to the end of the race. So everybody apart from Schmidt has pitted. Got another car pitting for parts. Is that going to... They're going to put him down into our clutches. Somebody else is in the pits. Here we go. We're going to pass somebody, are we? Not quite. Not quite. We're going to turn down for Surikov now. We don't want his engine blowing out on us. Sundin down in 18th position. Lowly 18th. Schmidt has absolutely left himself out far too long on those tyres, which means that Surikov moves up into 13th position here. Coming round, Surikov just a little bit low on the fuel to make it for 4 more laps. 3 more laps is going to be the likely distance that we go. We've got cars behind coming up fast. Lundqvist on the hard compound is actually catching us. We're on the soft, don't forget. He is pushing though. We could technically push with Surikov because the car condition isn't too bad. Although the rear wing... Yeah, probably don't want to push because of the rear wing. Everything else is fine, but if we push, the rear wing's going to be at risk. We'll see how it is in the final stint, but for now we're just nursing. Look at that, 12th position is just right there. We've caught up. We're doing well. The tyre temps are just creeping into the hot zone. We don't want that. Just going to go into conserve tyre mode. Managing the temperature of the tyres is more important, I believe, now, especially with the tyre wear as it is. So just conserving now, keeping the tyres cool. Still in with a shout of points here. Sundin in 17th. She's just trying to ensure that she has enough laps left. She's seen a bit of tyre wear. She's saying, yeah, we're fine, we're fine. We're fine, don't worry about that. So 1 more lap for Surikov, and I think we'll be bringing him in. So we're going to go for... Who do we bring in first? They've both got the same tyre wear situation. I think we've got to bring in Surikov first. Give him a touch of high, back to normal there. He is the one that's going to be most likely to get the points, so we have to give him the favourable treatment. He's going to come in now. He has, after this, he'll have 8 laps to do. Soft tyre is going to be a push, but we should certainly have enough life to do it on the mediums. Going to have to fuel the car up to the maximum. Although technically I don't think we do, because we're going to get lapped, which means we do 1 less lap. I'm going to risk this, you know, this could be foolish, but we're going to go 1 less lap of fuel just because I think we're going to get lapped, and therefore we're going to do 1 lap less. That's a viable strategy. It's a viable strategy. Part condition, we're going to risk the rear wing. Could be a risk, but we're going to go for it. So 1 less lap of fuel, expecting to get lapped, and medium tyres to the end. Here we go, we're in the pits. Surikov is in. No mistakes, come on, no mistakes. Right, Sundin is going to have to try and make a medium set of tyres last till the end. It's going to be a push for her, but nothing. Ooh, she's going to have to fix that though, that's far too low. Oh, somebody with a part problem ahead. Oh no 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 no! How low's it gone? 28%. That's fine. That's fine. That's not a massive problem here. It's not a massive problem. We can live with 28%. I think. I hope. Sundin, here she comes. Her tyres are absolutely crying out for mercy. She comes into the pit. She's repairing her rear wing. She's putting the fuel in. There goes Surikov. She's not massively far behind. Surikov, 16th position. She's got a lap too much fuel. Even he's got excess fuel. And I put a lap less in, thinking we were taking a risk. In fact, we were timing it perfectly. We can't push the car. The condition of the rear wing is too dodgy. A lot of cars ahead of us have to pit, so Surikov, I think, is in the running here. If we look at 10th position, they're pitting and fixing. Let's see where he comes out here. Let's see where he comes out. A lot of people fixing their parts and stuff. Come on, Surikov! Oh, what the hell's happened there? Oh, black smoke! Retired. Zoe Sharp is out of the race. It's alright. There's no flashing warning lights yet. Just keep going. Just keep going. Somebody else, De Oster, his tyres are running on the rims here. There's no tyres left. Sundin, 16th. How's her parts? Her parts are a little bit better. I won't actually push her for a couple of laps here. Can't push her tyres because she's going to struggle to get those tyres to the end. But we'll push her engine a little bit. Surikov up into 12th. 11th place is right there. 10th place. It's too far. We've just got to hope for some kind of melodrama in terms of retirements. It's unlikely to happen. We haven't been lapped yet, have we? It'd be nice if somebody could lap us, just because I would really like to do one less lap, just for our parts. It would be nice. Surikov is getting chased down by Flores. It's not looking good. He's on a softer tyre, Flores, as well. Sundin, 15th position. Cars ahead of her on softer compounds. I just don't think it's worth pushing the engine anymore. She's kind of in a catch-22, unlikely to pass the cars ahead, so there's no point of risking the condition of the car unnecessarily. Here we've got Surikov. He's been gained on. He's been gained on big time. 20% rear wing. It should be okay to last till the end. Veracruz pitting and repairing, but he's miles ahead. Absolutely miles ahead. I don't think we're going to get lapped here. Veracruz all the way down in 9th. That was a long repair. Very long repair. 3 more laps technically for Surikov to do. It's a long way to go with 20% on the rear wing. Anybody looking ropey? He's just fixed Sylvander. Lipponen? We're getting desperate here. Okay, he's got problems. Anybody else? Surikov still defending. Still holding off Flores. Flores is conserving the tyres. Is he conserving for a last-minute push? Possibly. But Surikov just driving and going round as he normally does. His tyres are not going to last 2 laps. They're going to... Finally, he starts to get the warning lights on 2 parts, but they should still last to the end of the race. If somebody could just lap us, he's right there. But we're 12th, not 15th. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Oh, no. Ah, you bugger. He held him off and now Sundin is crying. Her front wing has got an issue. Her tyres have got a bigger issue. She's going to have to go the entire last lap on heavily worn tyres. Surikov is also going to have to do most of this lap on heavily worn tyres. He's going to make it to the end of the race. The car's not going to give up. 17-20%, that's not too bad. Yeah. Things have just got a little bit tougher. Look at these. A lot of these cars passing or finishing the race on tyres that are similar to ours, really worn. Tyre wear situation has definitely got worse, which is a good thing for the strategies. It means you've got to use the harder compounds. But as you can see, we've had a complete utter spread of strategies. A lot of people using at least one set of softs, mediums, hards. You've seen all the different tyres, not just the same tyres all the time, which is good. It's a good variety. Surikov with a very, very gallant effort there, finishing in 13th position. Sundin in 15th, in what is proving to be a difficult situation. A difficult situation. So you've got there, look, soft, medium, soft, soft, medium, medium, soft, hard, hard. So there's just no 2 strategies the same, really. All coming on different laps. We had Surikov doing a medium, soft, medium, and then Sundin doing a medium, hard, medium. Strategies are all over the place. Okay, but yeah, a very good effort from Surikov. A great start. Really couldn't hold pace with the cars ahead of him, but ultimately, technically speaking, we have the second worst car on the grid, so we should be finishing around about 18th, 17th, 16th. We're finishing 13th. Is a little bit higher than expected, and that is more realistic than taking a car that's 9th best on the grid and finishing 8th, 4th, 5th. This is more, it certainly is more realistic to be finished. 13th position for a car where we are should actually be applauded as a damn good result, technically speaking. Doesn't feel like it because we've been so used to the past 2 seasons where we've been one of the better cars in the league with the better drivers. We've been used to having it our own way. This is the first time now that we're actually having to really fight just to pick up a scrap or 2. No bonus for our sponsor, so no extra coin. Nil point. But we're in 4th. It's unlikely that these guys are going to catch us and overtake us, even with another 12 races to go in the championship. So those early points, as I said before, definitely have been a boon to us. And you never know. Just keep praying for rain. It'll be interesting to see how the rain affects things now, because the AI drivers, the opponents, are supposed to be smarter with their strategies. Not only that, but drivers' adaptability stat affects how they cope in variable weather conditions, and so there's a lot of different things that affect variable weather conditions now. You know, different tyres have different tyre transition points for variable weather conditions. So it's not even going to be straightforward for us if we get a bit of rain. Like in the past, it was almost a banker for us to really outperform where we should be, but it might not be the case anymore. And I'm eager to see what happens when there's a shower or two. Anyway, the gearbox is built. Well, we're going to need every last damn part we can possibly get because, boy, we need to develop quick. Right, that's the first session out of the way. So anyway, join me next time when we shall head to the Black Sea. Until then, see you soon.